Hi, how are you this evening? Welcome to my channel. It's so wonderful to see you. Let's see if I can get my face in there the correct way. I'm very sorry. I need to be right here, I think. There we go. And let's just move that back just a little bit, okay? There we go. There we go. Thanks, everybody. I thought I had it right, and then when I get started, guess what? I don't. I'm so happy to see you tonight. And welcome. So tonight, what we're going to do today, this afternoon, I'm on just a little bit earlier than I normally am, and I'm excited about that. I'm very excited. And anyway, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. I am live on here, and so I can see what's going on. Here we go. Okay, here we are. I've got it. So what we have tonight is we have our transfer from our new Christmas launch. We just got launched all ready. I got it so soon. I'm so excited. So excited to share with you guys tonight just a little bit. I know it's Christmas, and I know that you're all saying, oh, it's Christmas already. But you know, it's going to sneak up real fast. And if you don't get some of the things that you need, maybe you won't even get them. So what I have here is I have the white board and base. Yeah, there we go. Yes, that's pretty awesome, isn't it? Looks beautiful. So what I've done is I have just covered the base. Normally you would just have a wooden color, and you could even paint it or do whatever you would like to embellish. But I decided that I wanted just a little bit of a red, kind of a red look to it, you know. And anyway, I did exactly that. So just gonna back that out just a little bit. Okay, there we go. I just have to get my camera just right so you can see it. Okay, there we go. And I'm learning how to do this, guys. This is just really insane. But anyway, here we go. And I'm going to put this together for you. Show you how to do it at least, okay? So one of these days, I'm going to have these technical difficulties just all perfect, you know? You know what I'm saying? Probably not, but we'll get it, okay? There we go. There it is. Thank you for being patient. So let me get back to my video, and here we go. All right, there we go. Now you can see it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put it on here. I'm going to cut off the portion. I don't think I'll use the stem right here because I have, well, actually it's right here. Anyway, stem's over here. Because I'm going to use some embellishments over here that might work pretty nicely, okay? So I'm going to put those on, and so let's get right to it. Tell me how your day is. Tell me how everything's going. I am so excited to be with you today and enjoy this. So I'm going to take it out of its base. I'm going to lay it down. I'm going to get these over out of the way. The colors that we're going to use tonight are black velvet. Black velvet's right here, and we're going to use paste, okay? So I have all my things ready. Yay, I'm ready with some things. Green, shimmer green, so exciting because I think Christmas is super glittery, so I'm looking forward to that. The music notes on the top I thought should be black, just because usually when we look at something we note that they're black. So because I'm sloppy already, I have wipes that I always have tons of here on my counter. I'll get my pink point out of the way. And hi, Deborah. How are you doing? I'm doing awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for hopping on, and thank you for sharing. That's just amazing. The more shares that you all share for me, it gets it out, helps my page so I can get it out there. I'm a little bit sloppy, peeps, so let me continue on here. So we have our black velvet, we have our green shimmer, and I'm so excited to share with you these fun transfers. And like I said, they are brand new for our holiday launch. It's so fun when we have a launch because it's just so exciting to get our things and get ourselves together and think, ooh, Christmas is coming. I don't really want it, but I like it. So I'm stirring up my red just a little bit because it's a little bit dry. I have not used much red so far. I've been usually kind of going off into the pinks and the blues and things like that. And so your paste should be a yogurty consistency. If it's not, it'll be a little bit too dry to go through your screen, okay? So make sure that you stir it up. As you can see, I'm getting down to the last bit in my jar. And so we'll get that nice and stirred here because we're going to use that for our words. So make sure you stir, 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 okay? You guys, we're still getting sunshine here. My name is Peggy Williamson, independent designer for Chalk Couture, and I live on the west side of Washington State, which means that we have a lot of rain, but it's very, very green. So we are very lucky for that. So the next thing that I'm going to put out here is a little bit of shimmer copper, and I'm going to put that on the I think I was going to put that on the sprig, but I think I'm not going to do a sprig. I think I'm just going to put a little bit of the green and the red. I might even leave off the green. I might just do red. That's what I might do. Well, I don't know. Let me get there. Let me just get there. Let's take this out of the package. As usual, we lift this off. This is your flap. This is what keeps your transfer inside and protected. It's plastic. And then it comes out and you have a green base, pretty teal color. And all the white there you see is the screen that we use to put the transfer down. On the back of your paper, there we go again, I've got some glare there. On the back of your package that you put it in has directions in case you forget, or sometimes, you know, we just forget what we're doing. That's pretty common. Sometimes we'll forget a step. Of course, I've done that a few times, learned my lesson well. However, it always works out. So when you're all done with your transfer, what you do, you never want to cut the top off unless you have an extra package. But then you want to have this ready after you've washed your transfer to slip it back in, and then there's a little loop on the top so you can hang it up, okay? So that works amazing. I've got my fuzzing cloth over here. So one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to get ready and cut. We are going to cut our transfer to fit. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the Heaven and Nature Sing. And I always say it backwards. On here it says, and Heaven and Nature Sing. And I do love Christmas. I love all the Christmas carols and all the stuff. And I know we have sunshine. I know when it's pouring down rain and snowing, I'm going to be going, oh, grr. But I do like getting ready. I just love it. And you know what else I really like is I really, really, really like snowmen. Because snowmen or snowflakes or something like that, those are awesome because you can have those out a whole lot longer than some of your Christmas things. So anyway, looking forward to some of the winter ideas, and so many people have such great ideas. You know, everybody has awesome ideas, and you know, don't ever say that you cannot do this yourself, or don't ever say that, geez, Betty can do it way better than me. No, Betty just has a different idea than you. You're amazing, and if you're a crafter, you can do wonderful things. So this is my fuzzing cloth. I stuck that right down there. This has two sides. It's got the shiny side here. See it there? Yeah. And then the other side does not. So the side that does not have any shine on it, you want to take your Sharpie and you want to put back on it. And because I did it that way, we'll just put back right here on that. And then that way when you go to find your backer sheet, I call it a backer sheet, then I know where to put it, what it is. And you could even put Heaven and Nature Sing on here if you want, you know. So that way, if you're doing more than one project, sometimes I do a lot of projects, and it's really nice for me to be able to scatter through my backer sheets and figure out where I'm at. Which, if that's all it takes for me to know where I'm at, we're in great shape here. Okay. Okay, so I have Heaven and Nature on my fuzzing cloth. Fuzzing cloth just takes a little bit of the sticky off of the back. These transfers are super sticky. And look how sticky that is when I pull that up, and especially when they're brand new. After they've been used a couple of times, then you don't have as much sticky on the back, so they won't stick to your surface quite so hard. So this helps to give it a better placement. If you were doing this on wood or another surface that wasn't prepared already, then you would wax your surface. And so normally you would take your wax, you would open it up, you would take your wipe, and you would just go in and you would wax your surface, okay? You would let it dry for a few minutes, or maybe 10 or 15, 20 minutes, and then you just buff it off. You buff it off, and then you're ready to put your transfer on here. Now, with these boards, the board and base, these have a little bit of a variance to them. There's about 1/4 of an inch where it goes into the base to sit. And so you want to take that into consideration when you're doing your words or whatever you're putting on there, because either way it sits down into that crevice, okay? So you don't want to put your words on there and then have it you know, cover up your words. I've come close a couple of times. I've just done really kind of no. So, okay, so I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to put it on. So I am going to, I had my side that I liked. I think it's this side. Yes. I think I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to put my Heaven and Nature. Am I going to do that first? You know, I've got the music notes. I think I'm going to put those on first. Yeah, I think I'm going to put these on first. Oh, you guys, I'm just so excited to do this today. I get really kind of nervous. Usually I have my helper here today, but I have a regular job, and I had a really big cancellation. We had an accident here in where I live near her that a truck rolled over. Near here, I should say. Sorry, I didn't mean to say here. A truck rolled over and hit a power pole, and so it really caused a lot of problems on our main highway. So I had a cancellation. So I'm going to stick this down. Let's see how well I do, guys. Alright, let's see if I got this even. It looks like it's pretty even. What do you think? Does it look crooked? I think it looks perfect. I can't believe it. I can't believe I did that the first time. Maybe just a little bit off. Just a little bit right here on this side. Yep, I should have known. Just a little bit, yep. So I don't want to pull on that too hard. There. That looks better, doesn't it? Yeah, it doesn't look crooked. I don't think. Oh, yes it does. Yes, it does. Just a little bit on the top, across the top. Let's do this one more time. Sometimes when I'm doing this, guys, I will stand up in my chair and I will look down, because sometimes it's just crooked. And when you're sitting down, you lean to one side or the other. And so, oof, I think that looks very good. Very good. Now, doesn't that look better? Yes, that looks better. Yeah, I think so. Think so? Think so? Yep, I think so. All right, so I'm going to move my fuzzing cloth over just out of the way, just a little bit, because I want to take and I want to use my black velvet, and my black velvet is right here. I'm going to dip my black velvet in, and I'm going to just lay my squeegee. A squeegee is what we use to do most of our transfers with. However, you can paint with your chalk, and you can paint surfaces with your chalk. So that's a whole different story. We'll be getting there. I'll do a video on that for you, or a live, and I'll show you some of that. I do have a sunflower right behind me that will show you exactly what it looks like when you paint something. So as soon as I pull this up, maybe I will show you what that looks like. So whatever you have left, you just put it back in, and then you just go back over, take off your excess. Try not to go over your lines into your other portion of your surface so that you don't make a mess. And then just take that off. As you can see, it doesn't take very much at all to make your project, okay? So with that being said, now I'm going to go to my corner. I'm going to lift this on the corner. This is so fun, you guys. This is peel and reveal. Now, you can go nice and slow to make sure that you got everything, okay? So when you pull that off, it just looks beautiful, okay? So look at it there. That is just looking so awesome. So the music notes look great. And that just looks like we have the starting of Christmas. Isn't that fun? That is so fun. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put my transfer right over here. I can't get up right at the moment, so I am going to spray it just a little bit to keep it damp. So when I go to rinse that off, it won't be stuck in my surface, okay? So I did not write back on here, and I want to write back on there because I wasn't thinking right. Here we go. Here we go. So, tell me, you guys. Tell me what you like to do. What's your favorite thing to do? Do you like animals? Do you like to go hiking and walking, running? I have horses. That's what I do on the side when I'm not chalking and when I'm not working. And I have a couple. All my children rode horses, and my youngest one now is starting to ride also. He'll be competing here real soon. The pandemic kind of slowed a few things down, but anyway, I'm looking forward to it. So I'm curious what you guys like to do. I like to do lots of different things, but I love to hear it when you guys share with me. Okay, so I'm going to take my dryer, and here's our Chalk Couture dryer. This is a low heat, and this dries it nice and fast, and it's not blowing it clear across the table. Like when we blow dry our hair, we usually want to get our hair dried fairly fast unless we're going to scrunch it. But this works nicely to dry it and dry it quickly. The chalk will look shiny, if you will, a little bit shiny. And so when it looks shiny, that means that it's not dry yet. But as soon as it starts to look dull, kind of like chalk, chalk looks kind of dull, then you know that your chalk is probably dry and you can carry on with your project, okay? Because I'm going to set my items right under here, I just wanted to make sure that it was dry enough for me to put my next transfer on here. So I'm super excited. And you know what? My glue gun's on and it is ready to go. Again, my name is Peggy Williamson, and I'm from Western Washington, and I'm your independent designer for Chalk Couture. And you can come on in anytime and look at any of the videos, lives. Most of them are videos now because they were live, and so if you go back in and watch them. And on the bottom of my page here, you can see that I have a VIP group. If you'd like to join it, it's free, and you can hop on in there and watch those. And you can also join Chalk Couture and do many things like I do. And when you join, you can join Club Couture. You can private message me, and I can send you or tell you all the ways that you can join. And you get perks when you become a club member. Club members usually have a great sale every month, and that's some of your perks. They have flat shipping rates so that your items are a little bit cheaper than just being a regular customer. But you don't have to join. You can certainly be just you and order when you want to, and you know, that is okay. Also, if you want to be an independent designer like myself, you can join for $9.99. $9.99 you can join. However, sometimes if you just join for $9.99, you need an extra pack to go with it, because you need a squeegee and you need a couple items to start. And so they have extra packs to go with it so that you're not left out, so that you've got certainly something to do when you first join. Some people have already ordered, so they've already got a stash. I always call it a stash because we all have our little stashes of ribbon and all the little goodies that we like. So anyway, if you have any questions or anything, you can just PM me, send me a message, and I will be glad to share with you how it works. So does that look pretty even to you guys? Yeah, I think it kind of does, doesn't it? Yes. So I really think I'm just going to do this in red. I think it's going to look really good. So I'm going to move this over just a little bit out of the way. You guys, I am so excited. I like red and black. I think red's going to be the color for Christmas this year. So let's dip this in to candy apple. We're going to dip that in, and we are just going to start our journey on our chalk. So I got just a little bit of a hangover there. And of course, when I'm looking down, it's hard for me to answer or talk with you because I'm looking at what I'm supposed to be doing, even though I talk a lot, you guys. I know, I talk a lot. If you know me, my goodness, you know that I hardly ever shut up unless I don't feel well. And that's okay, you can say it, it's alright. I love it, I love to talk. Alright, so we're going to put that back in, all the extra that we did not use, and then I am going to swipe off this extra and put it back in my jar, okay? So we don't need the extra. And after you've used your colors a few times, it gets a little bit crusty around the edges. So I probably have a little bit of crust around the edges here on my jars. They don't look so pretty anymore. I should take them apart and get them cleaned up, shouldn't I? I'm going to set this right over here out of the way. And once again, we are going to peel and reveal, okay? So let's do this. I'm really excited. So stick my finger right in everything until I get going. There we go. Here it comes. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so pretty. I love the red. I just love the red. Oh, the red looks so great. Give me a squirt on my, stick that to my station there so I can clean it in just a little bit. Look it. I'm so excited to show you. Look. Doesn't that just look awesome? That's awesome. Alright, so I'm going to take my dryer and I'm going to dry it up because, you know, I'm very, very, very good, triple good at sticking my fingers and everything. The cords on these dryers are super short. If you've been an independent designer or you've bought Chalk Couture or you're a club member and you've bought a dryer like this, this is our little dryer that dries things without much heat. Like a blow dryer, you have a high heat. This is just a super nice heat just to dry this real quick, and it's only a 300 watt. Okay, so the cords on these are not very long, so it's really a struggle to reach your plug-in and dry. So I just wanted to show you the difference in the sound. That can sometimes tell you how much strength you're going to have. And already my design is becoming dull. And dull doesn't mean that it's dull and not pretty. It just means you don't see the shine. Okay? So I am absolutely loving this red. So I'm going to not do the green. I know that I put green in and shimmer copper in there because I was going to do the branch, this little leaf right here, but I think I'm going to put the other embellishments on there, and I think it's going to be super pretty. Okay, so I like to embellish, so I think that's right where I'm at right now. I have my glue gun on. I'm going to put the board in the base for you, and if you wanted to, now the reason why I didn't paint my base is because I have this that I think I want to put on there. I think that will look just super, or I might even want to put it like that. Okay, so I think that's what I want to put on there, and I think that's going to look super nice with my board. And then I'm going to put this across the bottom. I think I'm going to put it like right about there. Okay, and then yeah, that'll look really, really good. Okay, and then I have a few little red berries that I'm going to put on there. All right. So I think I'm going to turn this around so I can see it. I'm just going to lay it this way a little bit so I can look at it too. I think I'm going to put this under the back. And I'm just going to look at it because I really think that's going to look kind of nice. And I might even just take it and bend it just a little bit and put it in like that. And have it hang off the side. I think that's what I'm going to do because I really, really, really like this piece. And I'm going to give it a haircut, just right there. That's so funny, you guys, a haircut. Okay, and then I'm going to put it on there just like that with my glue gun. Yeah, what do you think? I think that's going to look amazing. You know, though, once I do that, I don't know if my cone it's going to be too big. I might have to see if I've got another cone. So I'm going to bring over my glue gun, and like I said, I did have it plugged in. I keep changing my mind. You know, this is really cool because as you're going along, you guys, you can change your mind how you want to decorate something. You don't have to decorate it exactly like you thought in the beginning. You can change it up. And I have to hold it for a minute. And I don't want to burn my fingers. Because I burn my fingers occasionally. I do. And, you know, if you get done and you feel like there's just a little something missing, which I might, when I get done here, I might feel like there's a little, I had something in mind to start with, and, you know, I'm already changing my mind. So I am loving this. Of course, I love to do this. I love Chalk Couture. I just love it. Okay, so let me show you where I'm at so far. There's where we're at so far. Okay, so just pushing that off and get that out of the way. Now, I want to embellish with a little bit of these. And I really wanted some little pine cones. And you know, I did have some. And I don't want to super duper take up all your guys' time. But I don't know what I did with them. So I might have to add them a little bit later. So just so you know, there was some little pine cones that I bought at the dollar store. This dollar store is like our friend, right? The dollar store is like so amazing. I love it. So anyway, the dollar store can fix everything with a little fun, a little shopping spree. Okay, so I'm just going to cut off a couple of these. I think these are just going to look amazing on here. And I'm going to stick them so they go just a little bit. Oh, yeah. Oh, you guys, that's going to look so good. Look, I'm going to glue it in there. Doesn't that look just fun? Yes, that's going to look great. So I'm going to glue that in. I'm just going to add that on. Stick my glue in there a little bit better. Oh my, yes. That is special. Oh, I better put the lid on my red. I'm going to put the lid on my red, you guys. Give me 1 second here. Getting the air to it, it dries up, so we don't want to do that. It's already got a dry sense of humor. Just kidding. Just kidding. I have red everywhere now. Let me get a wipe. Let's just get a wipe. Look at how much I get all over myself. I just can't believe it. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Alright, I think I want a smaller one right here. Okay, and I'm just going to stick it right over there. And look at that. Isn't that just the best? So, I think I want a piece up the side. I really like that. I wish that I really had my little pine cone, because I think that would be awesome. But I'm going to cut a piece of this off and just see what happens, okay? Alright, we're almost done. Yepperies. We are almost done. I think I want that to come right on up in the top there. Yeah. Alright, yes. I've got it. I'm almost done, guys. I hope that you're enjoying this. I hope that you give me some stars and some shares, sprinkles, whatever you guys are feeling. I hope I taught you a couple of things. I hope that you know that you are the best and that you can do this just absolutely. It is so much fun, you guys. And I just want to thank you for coming out. I want you to look forward to our holiday launch transfers. I think that I did pretty good today on my technical skills. And look at all the specials. Go down my website. Message me for any questions. Anything you would like. You guys have a very blessed day. And I hope that you enjoy your evening. Thank you.